We've all been fed this fairy tale that police are there to protect the innocent, that they're the shield that hides us from the wolves, that they the sheepdog, apparently. Yeah, they are dogs, but
walking through the crease and the cracks of the streets, struggling for some food and a bed to sleep, while trying to cause overthrow. I'm feeling weak, ideology buff, overgrown.
they are here to protect the innocent, right? But I think Breonna Taylor would beg to differ. I think Mike Brown would beg to differ. I think the countless list of bodies of our people would beg to differ. This propaganda has been pushed to our children's media. They've been pushed to believe lies about how the police really function or why they're here. They act like they're here to protect us, but is that really the true thing? Because what I see is them bang, bang, body, body, each one of us, and not give two fucks about it. I don't even believe it's about fear either. But how can you see that we need the police? Yeah, sometimes they kill people. Sometimes they abuse their power. But we need them to protect us from the real rapists, the real monsters out there. Doesn't matter what they do. We need to protect us from monsters that kill the white people. Okay? The cops are here to protect us. Let's take a second to address that little motherfucking myth that we've been told this whole fucking time. Let's deconstruct that myth a little bit, right? Because they're under no legal obligation to protect you. See, in 1989, there was a case, DeShaney versus Winnebago, where the Supreme Court ruled that police have no obligation to protect you, even when you're a 4-year-old child. They feed us this lie about the police being able to protect us, but we know that they're not. We know that they've legally been declared to not be here for protection. Wait then, if they don't protect us, then what are police for? What do police exist for? Well, that's a good motherfucking question. Why do they exist? Well, let's dive into policing real quick. The founding of police was slave catchers. They would do slave patrols where they go around their paddy wagons and winding up runaway slaves and bring them back to the slave master. Now, if we dive into the 13th Amendment a little bit, right, we realize that prison is just the industrialization of slavery. So essentially, as they use the same tactics they use to patrol slaves to patrol our streets right now, they are still just slave catchers. Even by definition, when you look at the 13th Amendment, admitting that prison is slavery. Do they protect us? No, because they could watch the person kill you and choose to do nothing about it until it's time to enslave them into the prison industrial complex. Then they would use that person's labor to get more wealth and power toward the military industrial complex and the police themselves, as they get hound downs from the military all the time. Not to mention that there's other components to that, right? Because not only were they slave patrols, but they became Pinkertons for the corporations. Strike breakers, where they'd show up to strikes and make sure that the strikers would not be able to hold a picket line, where they beat them into submission for the corporations. Does that sound familiar right now? We see any protest that makes a line that challenges capital, whether it's one corporation or another, whether it's behind Black Lives Matter or behind treatment of migrant folks, where the migrant workers are being exploited by the same people who are trying to have them deported. No matter what, the police will show up and start busting heads. Because not only are they slave catchers, which they'll be able to snag some slaves from them protests possibly, especially if someone has a record, especially if they're black, brown, especially if they're undocumented, but they're also Pinkertons. So corporate interest is their interests. And I guess you guys are wondering what's up with the windows. Yeah, they even protect the corporation's windows with their bodies. Because just like killing a police dog is killing a police officer, it shows the view they have of police. The corporate leaders that control the police and have the police on a leash view them as the dogs they are. So you mean to tell me there really are no good cops? Are there really no good cops? Short answer, no. To say there's good cops is to say there are good slave catchers. There's good murderers. There's good sociopaths out there committing crimes, making profits off the slavery of people. It's saying there's good murderers. There's good white supremacists. There's good racists. So no, there are no good police. And it's not just because they don't tell on the bad ones, because they all are the bad ones. Whether they want to process that reality or not is on them. It's on them to be accountable to. But I don't hold my breath for that one. Yo, so if you like this video and you don't like the police, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that motherfucking bell so you can stay notified as we drop more videos all the time, baby. And leave a comment. Let me know about your interaction with the police and how you feel about them. Is it acab FTP like me? Or are you on some other tip? Do you hate what I'm saying? Well, go ahead, hit the thumbs down. Be a hater. I don't care. Hate mail, whatever the fuck you want to do. All right, y'all. I'm out. Overthrow Media, villainus_music. Follow me on Instagram, SoundCloud. Just dropped a new song. Y'all should check that out. Support my copies of the merch or support me over on Patreon. All right. Holla at y'all later. Deuces.
Walking through the crease and the cracks of the streets, struggling for some food and a bed to sleep. While trying to cause overthrow, I'm feeling weak. Ideology buff over.
Don't forget to put Villain Squad in the comment section. If you want to support the channel, you can cop some dope ass merch off of Teespring, or you can just show some love on Patreon or Venmo. All right, deuces.